So let's begin. Uh, yeah, Bobby, your question. So maybe you should ask again so that everybody knows what your question is.
Oh, so what is it? I was asking that there is two aspects of our existence, like mental and physical. There is two things are there. So when you actually develop, in each persons according to the stages of enlightenment or the development they progress in Dhamma, um, some of their fetters or their weaknesses is gone. That is what Buddha teaches us, and that is what when they tell you understand. So I was thinking that when people say about, like, especially like you have personally given me a lot of freedom. You are the one, like, normally takes any questions. So I want to be very respectful and polite when asking this type of questions, because my intention is not to. I was a bit curious how the mind works. When especially when you're talking about that AC thing, that that you when some temperature, you need to have this AC to put in a very high level. So I just want to understand that, is it that it is your body is like that, you need to have that type of comfort, but you are not at all enjoying that. That's what I understood when you were saying that. Also, like, some people, when naturally, they are when the AC is being put, they have their body is reacting to it. They have, like, Janak and all. When they put AC, he feels very discomfortable with the ACs. So for me, like, if there is AC, it's fine. But if there is no AC, also is okay. Like, but I prefer, like, warm climate. So it is the bodily structure is like that, or the mental factors are playing a part, or this is where I was trying to understand how it works.
Sure, thank you. Maybe you can mute it because otherwise it'll echo. So thing is, this is where we need to shift from Goenka technique to Buddha Dhamma, because we are so used to Goenka technique that everything that happens in the body, and now it is mixed up between body and mind. So we don't know which one is the body and which one is the mind. So we then start to feel that everything that happens in the body is happening in the mind, can be one, or whatever you see, hear, taste, touch, smell is also happening in the body. So it's slightly an off thing, because if I were to go through the sutta which I had shared with you regarding different kind of Vedana, and then there's a separation between body feeling and mental feeling. Okay, so I shared you that 48.6 and all that. So you should practice. Anyway, coming back to this question. This month, I'm landing in Brisbane, right? So then it's going to be hot. So Shaniel just now said that temperature is increasing. So definitely there is going to be discomfort. Now, what is comfort and what is discomfort? There are two kind of comforts. One is a mental comfort, which is so manasa, and physical comfort, which is sukha. Okay, let's take an example. I'm feeling like going to the toilet to relieve my stomach. Is that a mental feeling, or is that a physical feeling? Is that both? Now I can hold it. I can say that no, I don't want to go now, maybe at not the right time to go. That's mental. At the cost of physical discomfort, I am pushing hard not to go to the toilet. Okay. How long can I do it? Maybe till it comes in my undies. That's the max I can do. After that, nothing can be done. But that's physical. So I have pushed it to the brink of breaking it, right? And that's max, like urine. How much can you hold? Let's say I want to get down and urinate. The place is not perfect to urinate. So how long should I wait? So let's say I waited for 1 hour. And after that, it's going to come from the place where I don't want it to come, and nothing can be done. So now we can see there is a mental intention to do something, and that a physical is completely different than the mental. So what do? When there is a sensation, I'm using the word sensation, not feeling. When there is a sensation of toilet or the stools and the urine, you better relieve it. Why? Because that's part of nature. It's got nothing to do with proving I can hold it or disproving that I will not hold it. Doesn't make sense. In the same way, hunger. How long can you hold on to the hunger? Maybe an hour more or two. Then you get unconscious because the sugar level is going to dip down because there's no food. So that's the brink of breaking. So what Buddha says, be on the middle. Don't break it nor enjoy it. Meaning you don't want to push little bit, you can. But just push little bit. You know your body. You know how it works. So just take care of it. Don't get too worked up on that and don't get too relishing on that in the mind. Now we come to the mind. I want to go to the toilet. Now I am having this worked up condition in the mind that I should go now or I shouldn't go now. And that is going around quite number of times. There's a decision to be taken. What is there to take a decision? Let's say I'm in Shaniel home and then I'm talking dhamma and I feel like going to the washroom, just go to the washroom. That's it. What's there to decide there? Whether should I go or didn't have to go. If I go, what will Shaniel think? I'm talking on dhamma. How can he go to the washroom? Or if I don't go, and what's going to happen? Just a simple activity. Why complicate it? Just say, "Excuse me, can I use the restroom?" and just go there and finish it. In the same way, Shaniel says that we can have breakfast and I'm not hungry. I'm going to say, Shaniel, you can carry on. I'm at present not feeling hungry. Or rather, I'm feeling terribly hungry. Then I can say to Shaniel, hey, you know what? I need to eat. So Shaniel can say, Vilasji, you're a dhamma person, spiritual person. Why you should feel hungry? That goes beyond the point. If there's hunger, eat it. If there's not hunger, don't eat it. In the same way, that's endurance. Right now, I'm enduring a little bit of hunger, little bit of this, just to see if I can hold for a moment before I really go, which we all do. And then when you know for sure the sensation is coming where it's coming to the break point, what do? You just go and relieve it. Same thing with hunger. You wait for some time and you feel, okay, that's the max I can hold, and then you go and eat. Now, when you're eating, go by the reflection what Buddha is talking about. Patisevana. Why are you using it? Or the four requisite. That's all we need to do. So there is no mental implication at all because there is no mental disturbance. So when food is served, you just eat the food. Now the question comes, should you choose the food you want to eat or should you eat whatever is given to you? Both are plausible. Let's say there's an allergy to a particular kind of food. You should know, you should use your discretion. Why? You're putting body in stress and then it's going to create a lot of boils on your thing and makes no sense. Or you might get into diarrhea or it will start vomiting. So is that a good way to do it? No. You know what food works for you. So eat that food which works for you. It's not about proving or disproving or doing something. You know it best. because you have been born and brought up in a particular environment. You try to maintain that environment as far as possible, but don't use the mental feeling. So manasa, do manasa, and that is not required. You know what physically, let's say in my case, if I eat some food, I get constipated. Now, it's not me who is getting constipated, it's the body getting constipated. If there is constipation, then I got bloating. If I'm bloating, I'll get headache. If there is headache, I need to go and sleep. So, to ensure that I don't get bloated or constipated, I need to do something which works. And that's it. It's got nothing to do with, Vilasji, then why not you eat bread? Bread doesn't support me. It's not that I can't eat, I can eat. Absolutely fair. But the consequence of that eating is I can't sit. Now, what happens? I feel a bloated feeling. And when I get a bloated feeling, I feel like I'm going to throw up. And that might not happen. Never have thrown up. Now, what to do? I feel like going to the washroom every now and then, and nothing comes out. Then, what next to be done? The blood starts to fall from the rectum. Should I undergo all of this torture just to prove that I'm enduring it? No, it looks stupid. You know your body, you want to meditate, ensure that just take care of the body. So that's the reason Buddha says in the sutta, for that, what you asked, Bobby. I forgot to mention that when you called me. So there is Patala Sutta. I think you should read that. He says, body is like a chasm. Okay. Now when it spirals and it goes down, it picks up all the dirt thing, and then this body is like that. You need to know how to manage that thing. So each one of us have a different body structure. Even though it looks the same body, but it's not basically the same. Like if Shaniel is born in Fiji, his body structure is different, even though he's a human being, absolutely agreed. The components are the same, but the reactions are different. And now he's an Australian, so it might be totally different. And same thing with Mrityunjay and Veena. They might be from a different location, but something is agreeable and something is not agreeable. If I see Veena's problem, she has all kind of issues with her health. Now, what that poor lady can do? She has gone to different hospitals. She's gone to different doctors. That's all you can do. But she is ailing. She's having a body problem. Now, if she curses the body, that's not going to do anything because that is dvesha or dosa, hatredness. There's no point in hating. There's no point in relishing also because nibbana is beyond these two. So, what should I do? Just accept and see what you can do. Just like I want to learn yoga. I think Shani is also doing yoga thing, and Bobby, you are an expert in yoga, and you know the day one when you start doing it, it's a pain. Absolutely, there's going to be pain. So what you do the next day. So there is pain, you endure the pain, but you're not going to the break point. It makes stupid sense. So if you're doing 10 repetition, you will try to do 10 repetition or 8. And then after that, few days down the line, you're able to do 20 repetitions, 30 repetitions. Not any issues. Why it happened? Because you developed not tolerance. Body has, or the kaya has three things, or rupa has three things: lahuta, flexibility, or lightness; muduta, melee, you can break it, you can twist it, you can do all of that, which makes it really flexible; and kamanyata, you can do it the way you want it. That's the rupa qualities. It's got nothing to do with you and me. So we need to see from the mind what is that we can manipulate in this 5 element body and just do it. So what Shaniel can endure in his house, I might be able to endure, I might not be able to endure at all. That's fair. I'll give you another example. I went to Abu Dhabi in 2015. During the month of Ramadan, that is in June, it's actually started June, July, August, 3 months of heat, 52 degrees centigrade. The government doesn't show it is 52 degrees, and everyone knows it is 52. They keep on showing 47, 48. And one day, I sat for the toilet and I'm feeling some blood smell. And I just get up and see the whole place, the sink, a entire sink is blood. I was shocked. When I cleaned myself, I was in scary position, and I came down to the lobby and I asked the person, do we have a doctor? He asked me what happened. I said, blood came. Ah, that's normal here. Did you did it spread everywhere in your sink? I said, yes. Ah, that's normal. You will get it for another 1 month. And one other day, we were staying in another hotel, I and my friend. Yeah, all of a sudden, I could not sleep. The air has become very thin with air conditioner being there. So I'm feeling breathless. I never feel that. In Himalayas, I never felt it. But here in Abu Dhabi, I felt it. And I again went down the lobby in 2 o'clock in the morning. Then he asked me, so how can I help you? I said, I'm having breathlessness. Oh, don't worry, sir. It happens in this climate. Just sit down here, relax a bit. It's normal. Because of the heat, there's no oxygen. So we are used to it. You come new, it takes time. Now you tell me, should I sit there or should I ask him? I should ask him. Ah, you are using your mental thing. Nothing like that. Just use common sense. You are not worried about the mind. You're worried about the body. No, you're asking what needs to be done at this point in time. And that way of working is gilana in Pali, meaning medicine. So there are four requisites, not three requisites. One, food, shelter, clothing, medicine. So pati sevana is just take action to what is required to maintain the body, to do all these four. This first thing. Then comes adhivasana, is to endure or to tolerate or to take care in whatever way. Let's say there is garbage down here and nobody cares in India about garbage. Maybe in Australia, they might find. In here, nobody cares. Now, if there's garbage down there or in US English trash, now that's going to cause diseases. But who cares in India? We don't care whether you get diseases or you don't get diseases. I care a damn about it. You have to endure. Should I get upset at the trash sitting down there? Just I go down. It's filled with trash and all kind of trash, from animal to human feces everywhere. You can just walk around and you can see human feces, and we are happy with it. We can pride it. Should you get upset? No, just walk without stepping on it. And then people spit. Here in India, they spit. They spit eating betel nuts and that pan. So we color everything. You just see down there and on the roads, you can see people doing everything which an animal also doesn't do. Now, should I get upset at it? No, just endure it because you're seeing it. What you can do? Road rage. That's there in India. They don't follow lane traffic. In fact, Aryu was concerned about me driving. And he asked Lata, I thought that my teacher is very well mannered. I don't think so. My teacher is well mannered. And she told me that, you know what, Aryu thinks about you because you're not disciplined. Yes, I'm not disciplined. And I can 100% say, why? You can't be disciplined. You're beyond discipline. Every human being in India is beyond discipline. As simple as that. What is discipline? You can't discipline a cattle. We are all cattle class. So that's a fact. Let's accept and move on. So you can urinate on the road. I can show you photographs of people urinating on the road. They just do it. Cow can urinate and a calf can urinate, a dog can urinate, and what is that? Cat can urinate. Why can't human? So I stand in front of a house and that guy is saying, I will urinate. What's the big deal? If you don't want to see, just close your eyes. Who has asked you to see my penis? It's your problem. Right? And that's how it is. So should you endure? Please endure. Otherwise, run away from India, settle down somewhere where you don't have to see any one of this. But if you're, as long as you're in Indian subcontinent, you're going to see all of this. And that's what is there in the sutta also. Sabbasava Sutta. You endure. And spitting, God only forbid, or God only take care. That's the reason we call this country Gods Must Be Crazy. And in fact, Bobby's place is God's own country. Because even God cannot do anything over there. Anyway, coming back to this is that if you are here and you're wearing a good shirt and a trouser and a shoes, be ready that somebody can spit at, and that spit can come and fall on your nice shirt. Or they might clean their nose and put it like this, and that will come and come here. A scary country. So you should come with nets so that nothing falls on you. So what do? They bring their water bottles and they keep on asking, do you have any sanitizers and all of that. In fact, you see, how many people died during COVID? Hardly few thousands of, maybe few lakhs of people, or few thousand, hundred thousands of people. That's nothing for a 140 crore population. Nothing happened. COVID ran away from India. It couldn't stand because COVID only affects disciplined people. COVID can't dare to challenge indisciplined people. So we have a tablet called Dolo 650 that became a, a rage to buy and keep on popping. 650 mg of medicine. Oh yes, why not? Are sure you can take that much? Yeah, we can take 1000 mg without any issues. So that is all endurance. So basically, if you are in a particular country or a particular place, a particular type of people, you have to endure. Because mentality is different and their food is different, culture is different, and everything is different. So try to adjust. So, Bobby, when I stayed at your home, I adjust so that it doesn't become a pain to you. When I was at Aryu's house, I adjusted. And when I'm going to stay with Shaniel for the whole month, I'm going to adjust. It doesn't matter if the aircon is working or it's not working, it's pretty hot or it's okay. Try to deal with it as far as possible. And you're feeling really uncomfortable. Now you can't do anything, then you request. Just like when you're feeling thirsty, you ask the house person, can I have a glass of water, please? And because you've tried. And then for a glass of water, and you drink a glass of water and say thank you. In the same way, if Shaniel puts on the aircon, I'm going to say thank you for being kind with my body, not with me. I have no problems, right? Because I'm not from this kind of environment. I can flourish better in Himalayan region than this place. Fortunately, I'm in Bangalore because it has a good temperature. But while in the Himalayas, I have no problems. I don't have an oxygen related issues. I don't have high health related issues. I don't have any kind of issue. So by mistake, I think this either the body has a problem or I was born here, but I'm born in a Tibetan culture, which was my previous life. So I ended up being here. So what to do? I can't tolerate heat. And that's the truth. And I've seen in Abu Dhabi, with air conditioner being there, it's not about there was no air conditioner. There was air con, but the entire toilet thing was filled with blood. I was shocked. I never seen so much of blood in my life coming from place. I just burst out. It's completely red, wondering what is this? And fortunately, by that time my mind had developed, so I did not panic seeing so much of blood. And I cleaned that whole thing up and so that it doesn't look odd. And then I came down and asked to get to hear from the receptionist that it's normal here. Shouldn't I go to the doctor, Bobby? I should. Let's say Girimananda. He was cured both by medicine as well as this. It's both. Take so many people, like even Sariputta. You need to take medicine. So when you to do something, you please do. But don't bring mental pain, mental pleasure. So there's no point in having mental pleasure. There is, because that is not going to lead anywhere. But as long as this physical is there, take care appropriately. Use your common sense. See what you can endure. Let's say I meet Ariu, sorry, not Ariu, Shaniel, and then Shaniel is, let's say the aircon is, I'm sitting at his office, wherever he is sitting right now, and then he's not feeling that hot. And then can I endure for some time? Yes, I can. I should. And then if it has become unbearable, then I can say, Shinil, can you just put on the aircon? I think I'm not able to hold on to this. That's fine. But should I have it on instantaneously as soon as I land at his house and I say, Shinil, where's the air conditioner? I can't. That's mental. So first we need to see what is physical and what is mental. Physical is sensations. Just like a urine, you get a sensation of getting into urine. It's not feeling. You don't feel like urinating. You get the sensation. That's a particular sensation you get for urination. A particular sensation you get when you are bloated and when you would like to go to the toilet. It's a particular sensation. It's a body feeling for that matter. It's pure body feeling. It's got nothing to do with anything. But that's not feeling. That's got nothing to do with feeling. Like I don't have an ACL in my knee, and if I walk faster, there's a particular numbness in the leg, and that's caused due to ACL. Got nothing to do with what I think it is, or nothing to do with it's mental or it's whatever I would like to say, feeling. Has nothing to do with that. It's pure sensation. And what's the sensation? It's a body feeling, if I want to use that word, because we are from Goenka technique. So it's not per se anything to do with mind. So if I stop walking fast, that numbness is gone. And that's it. It's got nothing to do with what I'm supposed to do there. Just relax the leg because you don't have an ACL. The ligament is torn, so don't stretch it. It's going to cause discomfort. And what if I do it more and more? Yes, Vilas, you can do it. You'll get arthritis pretty soon, and that's it. What else will happen? So use common sense, my dear friend, and just don't irritate that ligament. You already torn it. Just take care. So should I sit cross-legged or not? Can sit beyond 45 minutes. Don't sit. That's what the doctor has said. Just go by what doctor is saying. Nothing to prove or disprove. What's there? I can say, Bobby, you know what? I could sit for 2 hours. That doesn't mean that's mental. That's got nothing to physical. If you have physical discomfort, just take care of it. That is patisevana, and this is adhivasana. So what Buddha is saying is you will be thrown into this environment like in India, where people spit, people do this, do that, and unruly, blah blah, all of that you didn't see it in your country. You see it here, you get overwhelmed because you've never seen like this before. Like, had you got overwhelmed and shocked by my driving because I'm not following any kind of lane. I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going here, and Aryu is a lane fellow. So for him, he's meeting with me for the first time, and he thinks a teacher means like this and like that, and his thoughts are shattered. The very instant I took on the wheels, he was scared. Did I do the right thing by following this guy? And I had asked Lata to join, and we went to ISKCON, and he has spoken to her, saying that, why is he like this? And she gave a good reply to him. But anyway, but that happens because he never expected. So he has to endure with this kind of teacher who is non disciplined for that matter, because he's disciplining the mind, not. So when I discipline the mind, I have to be like what they are here. I'll just show you whoever comes here. We go for a walk here at 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. I'll show you the wall where they urinate. It's written, don't urinate. And they urinate there where it is written, exactly the same place. So that means they can read. If it's a dog, I can say it can't read. Now you're seeing. And there is a board called one way. One way means one way. You can't come from the other way. But we go on the one way, meaning we come on the other way. So you need to anticipate that somebody is going to come the other way. You need to anticipate. So you can anticipate a bullock cart coming there. You can anticipate a cow coming there. You can anticipate a calf coming there. You can anticipate a person standing in middle of the road, thinking on something coming there. You can see a motorcycle coming there. You can anticipate a cycle coming there. You can anticipate a car coming there. And sometimes you can even anticipate a bus pushing its way into that one way road. And they, when they come, they challenge you. Meaning, they are saying, we have the right of the way. But you're coming on the wrong way. I don't care. I found a road, I just came. So that's endurance now. Are you feeling upset? No. So you endure. Simple. So the English word overwhelming is nothing but there's only two choices, run away or endure. And then they use another word called interesting. It's an interesting country. It means you don't know what's going to happen. right? I don't I don't blame anyone. I'm just saying this is how it is. And that's the nature of people down here. Just endure. So when I'm in Australia, I need to be like an Australian. Just do exactly what they're doing. And when you come to United States, try to be like that so that they don't feel anything anything odd, basically. You learn the manners and all that thing. And when you come to India, learn this manner and stay without hurting yourself or hurting others. That's it. So now you endure cold, heat, hunger, etc., etc., etc. And then don't trouble your, just take care of things as they are. That's the reason he's saying that people abuse and people talk something and you need to endure. That's the reason why he is put there. Because during that time also people used to be unruly like what it is today. So it has not changed a bit, basically. So it's an uncivilized place. You need to be civilized yourself, but don't expect them to be civilized. If you have cats and dogs and cattle, consider everything like that because you're enduring it now. Who wants to come here, I'll take them down here and please meditate. Whenever you guys come, except for Bobby, Bobby has not seen my house. So I will just 500 meters, Bobby, the guy will urinate and you just meditate. It's written, please don't urinate. Have you seen like this board anywhere in any part of the world? And that guy exactly urinates reading that. So what they did, they came up with another plan. They put the God symbols around there of all religions so that at least breaks a person. You know what he did? He moved away a little bit and urinated there because there's no God symbols. That's how it is. And if you're in Mumbai, you get a free show on the tracks. And Bobby, you've seen Mumbai, so you know they sit on the tracks and they shit, showing their ass to everyone. And that's it. So they take a movie called as Slumdog Millionaire, right? Has any other person called any other country slumdog? It's a pretty slang word to use. That's what it is. So when you're put in odd situations, just endure it. And when you're even situation, also you endure it so that the mind is not stressed. Hope I answered to that question. Should I put on the air con or shouldn't I put the air con when I'm there next month, on this month?
Yeah, you answered it very fantastic.
Yeah,
Please.
Haji, yes, doctor, go ahead.
It is the same similar situation for the title which is there right on the wall. Don't speak here. You'll get all the collection of the colors of the palm stain there only. Like
Yes, exactly. That's India. Wherever you write it, don't do it, we go and do that. We just want to see what happens. If you say one way, make it two way, right? So don't put trash on the road. I'll exactly do the same thing. I'll put the garbage on the street, challenging that neighbor. Do what you think you can. Now, you're a dhamma person. You have two choices to do. take a broom and clean it yourself and don't complain, or just let it go, endure it. And every country will have its own thing. So some countries will have racist culture, some will have some other thing. So every country has something. It doesn't mean that only India has this. India has this, and some other country will have something else. So then it's all like that. So the basic fact is to just endure. Yes, Bobby.
So Vilas, yeah, I'm asking all these questions, for the benefit of everyone also,
Yes.
because I have asked these questions to you, and already I got answer from you. So I understood what you're saying. But another thing is, about the sitting practice. The sitting practice also, that perception is there for most of the people in the meditation, that it is done in sitting way, so that we can get into more deeper states of mind, so that we can see all these defilements more clearly. And it is, for some level, for my personal experience, that is true also. But after I started interacting with you, and we have that, I was fortunate to be with you. I understand that, yeah, definitely we have to be aware in other states, but how much ever I try, maybe what level you are in, it's walking meditation, or doing other activities, how you go into this samadhi. Up to now, I'm not able to do that, but definitely my awareness has increased in that aspect. So when you as a teacher, when you are with us other people, you normally don't sit for that longer. Normally you. So that now I understand, it is the physical nature of your body. That it doesn't allow you to sit that longer. But other people, like, when they sit longer only, they get into that state. So this is a conflicting state, right? As a teacher, when you are there, and we can definitely improve our attention in other states of the postures. But this particular scenario, how we handle it.
Good question, Apni. Nothing is like this. Let's use our common sense, discretion, also what needs to be done. You're right. When I began also, sitting is the best way to meditate. There's no other way at all. So how do I discipline the body? Is by sitting for 1 hour or more. That's there. And how do I discipline the body is to close the eyes. Because if my eyes are open, I tend to see something or the other. So closing eyes, the best thing. So sitting and closing eyes is the starting point of any practice. Doesn't matter. Because it cuts off traction if the eyes are closed, and you sit relaxing, and then it's easy than in walking or in standing and in sleeping posture. In sleeping posture is the worst posture, considering that I would go to sleep. So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't engage it to begin with. So I have only left with only one posture, that is sitting. So then, if I can sit for half an hour, can I stretch for another 10 minutes or to see whether I can push it? It's a mental thing now. So I'm pushing the body. And I remember when I do gym or exercises or yoga, whatever, I know that you can endure, it can extend. So what I do, I sit for next 10 minutes. So I am able to sit for 40 minutes now. Then I do for 1 hour, then 1.5 hours, then it goes 2 hours and 2.5 hours and 3 hours and like that. It's fine. And now I can do for 4 hours, let's say, at a stretch. And then I get up, have a small walk and have some tea or some food to eat. And I again sit down and another 4 hours goes by. So I've done 8 hours with 15, 20 minutes break, and then another 4 hours like that if I'm doing a retreat kind. It's fair. Just like going makes it 1 hour, I'm able to do that, push it to 4 hours, which is great. But what about the other posture? Oh, I didn't know that. Now I come to Buddha Dhamma. Having established my mindfulness on sitting meditation, let me try the non sitting meditation. Can I walk for 10 minutes watching the breath? Initially, it is not possible. Just like I also learned from my own experience, just like driving a car is fearful for the first day. You don't know how to drive it. Whether I'm driving in the United States or in India or in Australia or in New Zealand or wherever it is, it's the same. It's not possible. And the instructor is sitting next to me and he's saying, don't worry, we are here. But I can't. This is something new I've never done in my life. So this issue is going to be there. So I can't watch the breath 10 minutes. However, I'm used to sitting on the couch or the cushion and sitting for 4 hours. Should I break that? Yes. Because that's become a habit pattern of mine. Should I do? I should balance it. Not only sitting. Buddha says standing. Do the standing and walking. So start with chankama. Chankama means standing. So, sitting, walking. So I start walking. After some missed attempts, like in the car driving, I'm doing a lot of mistakes, and then the instructor is blasting me left, right, and center, and then feel bad. Okay, but again, I do it. So after a few weeks, I am able to have mindfulness of breath in walking. When all the objects are coming and going, I'm not feeling overwhelmed at all. Can I push it for next half an hour? Can I do it for 1 full hour? Can I now do for 2 hours? Can I do for 3 hours? Absolutely fair. Fabulous. Can I do a 1 hour sitting and 1 hour walking and 1 hour sitting and 1 hour walking? Beautiful. Why not? Excellent. So out of 6 hours meditation, I did 3 hours of sitting and 3 hours of walking. Nice. Can you do that standing? No, it's not possible because I don't have that practice or a habit. I have to create a habit. So what I do right now, I am walking, I stand. Here, I get dhara prabha, the free flow. Now I get it. If I walk and I stand, I get free flow. So now I will put the free flow as one of the key milestones to check what's going to happen. So if I am mindful of walking, the moment I stand, it's going to get a free flow. One second. So then I get free flow. 10 minutes, I stand, putting a timer, and the free flow is only for 5 minutes, and then the mind goes around somewhere. So I know that I have done for only 5 minutes. Can I extend it? Can I extend it? Can I extend it? Can I extend it? And I see that I can do it for an hour. Very nice. So 3 hours of sitting and 3 hours of walking, 1 hour of standing. Excellent. So I have completed 7 hours. Now, can I push that 1 hour to 2 hours, 2 hours to 3 hours? Then I have covered 12 hours. 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. Or 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Something like that. Or whatever combination. Now what can I do is sleeping. I might go to sleep. Yes, absolutely. I have not got any practice that can stop me from going to sleep. So can I do for half an hour on an empty stomach to begin with? Because then you don't get sleep. So what I do, I sleep for half an hour, supine like this, and then watching the breath, half an hour. Excellent. Push it to 1 hour. Oh yeah, 1 hour. Now 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. 4 into 3, 12, or 4 into 4, 16. I did for 16 hours. Now 2 more hours to go. So that becomes 18. Now I can increase sitting 1 hour. I can increase standing 1 hour. I can increase sleeping 1 hour. Or I can increase walking 1 hour. What I do, I love walking because I can't sit for long. The doctor has said you can't sit for long. So I compensated by the other three. So I made it 18 hours. Did not make sense. It does. There's no mental strain, and there's neither physical strain. So am I not in upekha, equanimity? Yes. 18 hours of equanimity and 6 hours for body rest. That's it, 24 hours. So what I learned, Bobby, is that just like you learn how to drive a car, is something the same. No difference. You can't expect to drive the car the very moment you buy the car. It's not possible. In fact, you've seen, Bobby, did I not improve on my day-to-day driving while I was in Australia? My first day drive, when you gave the car, saying that, Vilasji, drive. And then you were concerned, and Marin was looking at how am I driving. And slowly there was a relaxation that I can drive, and then you forgot all about how I'm driving. And we went to Janak's place, we went to that Dhammagiri or whatever that is, and then you saw me driving, right? It was not a smooth ride the moment you gave me the car, not at all. In fact, Ariu gave me his BMW on the last day because he was so scared that if he gives me the car, I'm going to change the what you can say, this lanes. So Harry was worried. Oh, should I give him the car, not give him the car? I think so. And then I'm just ragging him, so it might not be true. So he gave me the car on the last day of my stay at his place. He said, Vilas, why don't you drive my car? And we went, I think we went to Mailapo. No, we went to the Madras Cape. I don't know where we went, but we went somewhere in his car. After demonstrating him that I can drive the car in United States to the best of my ability in the short stay. But it was difficult to begin with, I'm telling you. It was difficult, even though in India it's a left-hand drive, just like in Australia. But when you give me the car, I need like the roundabout thing, Bobby. Here, nobody cares about a roundabout. In Australia, you worry, you know whether to wait, okay, now you go like this. So then in India, you just do like this and you go, and nobody cares whether he has a right of way or not. You don't care. So I need to learn that, right? So it takes time. Something similar with standing, sitting, walking, sleeping. And believe it or not, Bobby, there is not even one sutta which says close your eyes. So what we are doing is not exactly what Buddha is saying, but it works. It's fair. On fairness, I'll accept it, but it's not there what Buddha says. Buddha says to be mindful in all postures, no closing eyes, no doing hanky panky things that, oh, why should I see? No, you should see. Who said you shouldn't see? You should see what you're seeing. What do you mean? I'll close my eyes and sit? No way. Yeah, as a young Buddhajana, let's say, and then you are coming into the Buddha Dhamma, so you don't have that ability, so you close your eyes. But show me one sutta where Buddha says you have to close your eyes. In the entire Sutta Pitaka, oh, forget Sutta Pitaka, Vinay Pitaka, show me that you have to close your eyes when you're seeing a woman or something. In fact, to Ananda, he says, You're seeing a girl, if a woman is coming, don't see. And in the end, he says, be mindful. Did he propose that you should close your eyes? No, there's absolutely nowhere in Dhamma that you have to close eyes and sit. It's not true. We have made it an habit. Just like any other habit, we have made this an habit. It's fair. In fairness, in all fairness, we accept it. But it's not really, that's how it should be. So you decide on whether you want to do sitting meditation with closed eyes, sitting meditation with open eyes. In fact, Bobby, if you want to try, which I've been telling people, just see a blank wall. You can sit for 1 hour doing nothing and just watching the breath because nothing there. You instantaneously you'll get on the breath. I'm not joking. You can try right now and you can watch the breath. What's the big deal? Why should you close your eyes? There's nothing like closing eyes. But it's fine. It's fair. In all fairness. Okay, if you think that works for you, fair, go ahead, do it. But that's not how it is. And in fact, if you look at Chankama Sutta, Buddha says this is the best. And I agree. What he says is the right thing. Because when you're walking, you're more mindful than while sitting meditating with closed eyes. And if you look at the brain, Bobby, and you look at the neurons firing, how the brain functions, and doctor is sitting here, the amount of studies he would have done, I can challenge that if he disagrees with what I'm saying, maybe he can answer to me after I finish. If you close your eyes, there is a signal which goes from the brain to shut down, and hence you go to sleep. Because that's a habit pattern that when you close your eyes, you're supposed to sleep. So if you don't want thinam either, don't close your eyes completely. Because that's where it takes. Now you reduce your eyelids, which is there in the sutta, just little bit, so that you don't go to sleep. So why should you close your complete eyes? And what happens? Your head will start to go like this. Because that's what it is supposed to be meant for. As far as the brain goes. Am I not right, doctor? So we need to know why we are doing certain thing rather than just doing it because we wanted to do it. No, that's not fair. Don't close your complete eyes. If you want to be alert, don't close your eyes. Because when you open eyes, there is alertness. If you close eyes, there's no alertness. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't close your eyes. Don't close completely. Just keep it a little bit open. And in that case, why don't I practice 16 hours in all the postures? It's fair. 4 into 4, 16. 4 hours of sitting, 4 hours of standing, 4 hours of walking, 4 hours of sleeping. What do you think? Isn't it a best solution? And in fact, because I'm doing all the 4 postures, when I really sleep, I don't have to sleep for 6 hours. It comes down. And hence, you get into Jagariyanu Yoga. And you see that what he has said in the Jagariyanu Yoga. He says, walk till midnight. Has he ever told you to sit down and close your eyes and meditate? No. So go by this route. So if we do 16 hours, you can get another 4 hours in 2 postures, walking, standing. Then 2 hours got added up in each one of them. So 18 plus 16 plus 2, 18 plus 2, 20. You have 4 hours. Then go to sleep for 4 hours. You're perfectly And that's it. In that, you've done every action, going to the office, going to the restroom, going here, going there, eating, whatever you're doing. There's no change. As far as the mental thing goes. So you maintain equanimity from the time you woken up to the time you went to the bed. Bed in deep sleep. Any questions? Oh, we have already passed the time. I will give Dr. Madhukar one chance. He wanted to ask something and then we'll close.
No, that's it.
Namo Buddhaya.
Actually, you had, already my question has been asked by Bobby because I just also wanted to ask the same thing. Because initially, when I did a meditation, Vipassana meditation, Goenka ji, mentally I was in a rush with how much stringent, physically stiff I can become without doing the moment. That is to be called as a meditation. And till my body becomes stiff enough to not to move finger and knee joint, that I have to consider as an achievement in the meditation, and irrespective of the where the mind was wandering. But now since last 1 month I'm getting understanding and practicing like anapansati viparita watching, and there is a center point of a circle, and that gives me the freedom from all the physical posture. Like for me it is like a 24 by 7. Like while brushing also, the things goes on. Whatever the body does, it's immaterial. So just be aware of it, and automatically I'm feeling happy and peaceful, that my length of awareness has been increased without going into the physical stiffness and methodical structured sitting posture and etc. So that's all good achievement being in this group, and I get a lot of encouragement. Yes.
Sure. Thank you. Yes, Shaniel, so you want to put on the aircon or you don't want to put the aircon, it's up to you.
I'm okay. I love this heat, but I will test it for you. So it's ready to go when you give me the word.
Yeah. We need to endure. That is also there. So it's good. Good to have some heating. And then when it is getting into the breaking point, and then just take what
Yeah.
needs to be done. Same thing with hunger, Bobby. Should you eat the moment you're feeling hungry? Little bit try and see what happens. And then when you become
Actually, that day when we were discussing that Friday evening, we had a Cheniel also was there in the evening when we have discussion about this. And yeah, what you were saying exactly, that endurance level we have to understand. It is not that straight away you do it. Maybe for some time. That's how he was also explaining that you try, because he has some experience with enduring cold, and then eventually, for my experience also, it is like that I when I is practicing some endurance or whatever, with heat and cold, then my necessity to put other things become reduced a lot. So that way it helped me to be more adjusting to other places wherever I go for a meditation center or vipassana. So that was my point. That what do you say also, like that? It straight away you don't do it. Give some time to understand how your body works.
Yes. So we need to create mindfulness where I don't react instantaneously. I don't react. Like I go to Shaniel's house and then just to prove the point, he doesn't put on the aircon and then says that, let me see how much you can endure. Okay. And then it's good. It's not that I'm coming inside, so he should keep the house totally cold because Vilasji is coming. He can't tolerate the heat. No, that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. That's unfair, actually. You're not seeing what happens. Is there a disturbance in the mind? Because if Shaniel has not put on the aircon, is there a disturbance in the mind? And that shows up on the face. There is that feeling will come, and anybody can see. And forget about an anagami or no anagami. You can see, and you know for sure this guy has not reached anywhere, let alone. And if I were Shaniel, I'll say, you know what, Vilas, I think you need to refund me the flight amount. Forget about further giving you something as donation, but I won't even do that for you because I don't think so you're worthy enough. And he needs to do that. Be honest. But then if there is something it's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable. Just like hunger, it's uncomfortable feeling. So you just fix it. That's it. The idea is what? Don't make physical discomfort as your meditation subject, which is Attakila Matanu Yoga. Don't do that. Because that's what we would like to prove to ourselves, that I can sit for 6 hours and with all discomfort, like what doctor said that he wants to make his body stiff. And that's Attakila Matanu Yoga, which is what Buddha was following. He left it because it didn't give him anything. Nor the Kama Sukhalukanu Yoga. Both are extremes. So I meet Shaniel on 30th morning or afternoon. It's pretty hot in Brisbane for sure. The moment I land, it's going to be messy. So just endure. And then when you guys are all there and you come, we meet on 30th in his house in the afternoon, or later afternoon, and we discuss. Take as long as you can on that heat and then see what happens. And then it gets sticky and becomes real uncomfortable. Take a bath and be fine. And then, if not, the aircon. That's it. What do you
I
think?
think Shania's place might be more cooler than here because it is.
I don't know.
by
I don't know. I mean, you might say that, but I don't know. So I'll go with an open mind, whether cooler or non-cooler. But is it really affecting me or not? Not affecting. Yeah. Then I don't have to put on the aircon. Even if Shaniel wants to put it, I'll say it's fine. But should Shaniel put on the aircon irrespective whether I've reached home or not? Because if he's, oh, Vilasji is coming, so I shouldn't be troubling him. No, he shouldn't. Absolutely not. That's unfair.
See, because we have had a lot of discussion about this, maybe that's why that perception is there. So he might be preparing for, because
No, let him
whatever.
prepare. No, let him keep the aircon ready. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, yeah, so go ahead.
What I mean is, when you say that you also indicate your, discomforts with the body, maybe eating, all these things. So since we know that, already, that also will take our perception, right?
Yes, you shouldn't. So I do it for allergy's sake because I have a lot of issues with food. Allergy in the sense nothing is going to happen outside, but constipation is one of the bigger problem I have, and that's the reason I'm very careful of what I eat, because then I don't want to trouble the other person. That it makes no sense to troubling myself and others at the same time, and then we are just running around to fix this, which we could have fixed it long time ago, right? And that's the only thing. Other than that, I have nothing to say. Should I endure? Yes, you can endure. Like sometimes I eat bread because, like, I gone to some hotels where they don't have anything except for bread. I know it's going to get into terrible constipation, but what to do? I'm hungry, so I need to eat. If I eat 3 or 4 loaves of bread, and that's it. It just stuck. Nothing I can do.
That's with any wheat product, right?
Yes. No. Maida or the flour.
Oh, okay.
Flour. Otherwise, with wheat, I don't have that problem. With flour, I have.
Like they're here in Shania's house, there he eats a lot of Weetabix. That is a wholemeal thing, You know Weetabix? No? No, you're not heard of Weetabix.
You can try.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll see what all happens.
That is breakfast every day, Weetabix, and with some berries and some yogurt and what's that? Some peanut butter.
Mhm.
Yes, it's yummy actually, but it is wheat. But it is wholemeal. It's not maida.
Oh, whole meat is fine. Whole meat, whole wheat is fine. Yeah,
Full wheat.
whole wheat is
But
fine.
it is seems to be, very healthy eating thing in all Australians. And even when I was in Ireland, everybody used to eat that. But I think Ari might know about it, no? No? Peter B?
Not what it is. I don't know what it is.
It is a cereal type of, it's a block thing, Maybe I didn't show you.
That's okay. Anyway, another 27 days from today.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm learning sambar and idli for you, so don't worry,
Yeah, you
That's not so much. It's
every
fine.
morning.
So don't worry, you'll be definitely taken care, and you are our teacher. Definitely, it is our job to make sure that you don't get constipation from
No,
bloating.
that's the only thing I have, because it's running in my family. My father's side, everyone has constipation. So my father used to be terribly constipated, and then a lot of issues. So it's basically a genetic disorder rather than a physical disorder, and nothing I can do about it. I need to find a solution to that other than proving or disproving it. Doesn't make any sense.
Even Vipassana centers, when they have some kind of some people special requirements about food, they consider that.
Yeah, they have to, because then nothing anybody can do. Anyway, we will take it as it comes, and I don't think so it'll be so terrible eating whatever you just now said. As long as it's whole wheat, it's fine. Absolutely fine.
That's what he eats every day.
No, I'm good. Yes, sir, you go ahead.
Thinking there's this supernatural power of replicating your body. If you get that one, then
No, I can do something. See, I've learned over this past few years to manage to change side, doing something, and I am geared to do that when I'm there in Australia, to take care of heat as well. So from 2015 level to today, I think it's totally different. So let's try it out, maybe. So he shouldn't be switching on the aircon till I really feel terrible. So let's see. I can really do it. If I'm able to do it, excellent. Why not?
Don't worry, I'll be turning on the aircon for myself. It's going to be that hot.
Okay. Then I buy into it.
Yes. Yeah. You don't have to endure or tolerate too much. Don't worry.
Okay, great. So
I have to go.
Oh yeah. So sorry. Yeah. Carry on. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, Bobby. So hope you got clarity on adhivasana and patisevana. I mean, not you as in everyone having that doubt on what they should do.
Yeah, definitely more clarity into that.
So
everybody is so different, and
yeah, everybody's body is different, and nobody
even
can.
the mind is also different. Body and mind, everything is different.
Yeah.
Only thing, once somebody is developed a lot, their mind is developed in so many good qualities.
Correct. Absolutely. So we need to take whatever best we can.
The Ajahn Shah was in the wheelchair and bedridden for many years.
Correct.
And they constructed maybe a hospital in the monastery. Yeah.
Correct.
And they have all these facilities been taken care and everything.
Absolutely. You need to do that. What else can be done, Bobby? It doesn't matter whether somebody is even Ajahn Chah being an Arhat, let's say. And then you have to take care of the body needs. Nothing anybody can do. And he lost recognition itself. In the last years of his life, couldn't recognize anyone, couldn't recognize any teaching what he has given. Nothing he could.
Yeah.
What can be done? Nothing.
So that type of condition, people might think that, because the perception is so, that somebody who is reached so high should remember everything, something like that,
Doesn't work, right? So we need to see all of these examples and then accept that this can happen to anyone. Anyone here, including me, can go through that. So we shouldn't challenge our bodies and saying that I will do this, I'll do that. Take action as required. If you have this problem, just take care. Don't spoil your mind. Like what Sheniel said, even I need aircon. It will be so hot, and then fair ground. So just to prove the point, I should be doing something and then getting into other problems than.
So actually, like one last question.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
see, when you take the example of Ajahn Shah, is it that his mind is still very clear, right? And
Yes,
when it comes up,
his mind, meaning his consciousness would be clear. The mental state, meaning, what do you mean by dementia? Is that the brain will lose cells. That means the cells die at a pretty faster pace. That there is no memory because cells have memories. So when I say I'm remembering, it's based upon the how strong is the brain cells. So when the brain starts to deteriorate, it person loses any recognition ability at all. So the consciousness being pure, the equipment getting faulty, nothing can be done about the equipment. Just like your car getting cranky and the driver has got no problem, right? So then you have only one choice of throwing out the car and buying a new one, not the driver. In this case, the body is the car and you are the driver. So the consciousness being pure, that's why Buddha says it's pure. Pabhasaramidam chittam. Right? So that consciousness, pure. But the body with which it's associated is not pure, not working condition. So nothing that can, like in my case, the leg cannot be repaired at all in this life. So if I don't want comfort, just take care, maintain it. That in your old age, you don't suffer because you are doing something right now. That's it. So just hold on. Now the question comes, shouldn't you suffer then? The answer is, why should you suffer? Why should you give torture to the body? Not required. That doesn't mean that I should be sitting. You sit for some time and walk, do all of this background. Yes, sir, you wanted to ask.
And just a quick question on memory. When you say the memory is in the brain cells, it doesn't mean it's stored in the cells per se, but the brain is a facility, it's an antenna
Exactly.
per se.
Is that the equipment should be fine to pick up the signals. If the equipment is not there to pick up signal, then what will you do with the signals? It doesn't trigger. So that's the reason in the medicine or science they don't agree that mind is separate than the brain because everything is happening in the brain. The entire neurocircuit between two networks, multiple networks happening in the brain. The brain decides which one to connect and which one not to connect. And if it connects, then there's a remembrance. If there's no connection, there's no remembrance. Like this, at present, I'm able to recite the sutta pretty fast and I can remember everything. What if those networks are dead? And that's it. And if Bobby says, Vilasji, tell me about that Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta. What's that? Vilasji, are you in your senses? Who is Vilas? What do you mean, who is Vilas? I'm asking you the same question. Who is Vilas? You are Vilas. What Vilas? And then they asked me to sign. I don't remember signature. So out of panic, my wife takes me to the hospital and they put on the things and they look at it and they scan and say that bad news for you. Why? the cortex where everything is connected has malfunctioned. So many cells are died. So there is no recognition. As hence it is called recognize, because recognize, you cognize again and again. That ability to cognize is gone. So it's dementia. The ability to remember is completely gone forever. So then this person is brought and he is watching everyone and he can't recognize anyone because there's no firing of the neurons. Because to tell Anjana is my wife, there should be circuitry and it should have a synapse and there should be a connection. And there's no connection. So when they bring me the wife and I'm just seeing like this, who is she? And they say, it's your wife. What do you mean by wife? I don't know what is wife. Yes, but you are not.
Yeah, yeah. I guess this bring a more interesting and maybe hard to answer question is that like these people like in the sutta they travel to different realms and communicate and talk and all that, right? So the question would be when they're in that mode and talking to Saka, are they using their physical body for that kind
Mental.
of
Mental.
It's entirely mental now. Once you're out of the hardware, the software can operate by itself.
Yeah,
now.
because then now you got no connection with the brain also.
Okay. But you have to have the ability to disconnect and have a new one.
Exactly. So we need to practice as indicated in Samanya Palasutta, out of body experience. You need to get out of the body and do it. It's there in the Samanya Palasutta, how to do astral travel. Then his memory is intact. In fact, he says you remember everything because you have bypassed the hardware. Yes.
And I think the analogy that really helped me understood in the early days was I think in Pure Dhamma Dhamma, he said it's like a human sitting in a tank.
Yes.
So you can
absolutely.
see because the camera on the tank is broken. But once the person get out of the tank, he can see. But while in the tank, you rely on the camera of the tank.
Exactly.
So the same way.
Same with this physical body. So the Gandhabba, when it comes out of the body, can do everything which it was not able to do in this body. So this has limitation. You need to look at that limitation and just do what is good in that limitation rather than getting hooked up into it should be done this way or that way. Makes no sense. So there's nothing to prove or nothing to, like, Sajal, is Bobby's friend, can sit for 6 hours or 8 hours sitting. Great. Absolutely great. But you ask him to do with standing, he might not be able to do. You ask him to do while walking, he will not be able to do because he's habituated to sitting. Just like we develop how to ride the car only in Australia, but we can't drive anywhere else. And you have to start afresh. In the same way, if you want to come out of sitting and then you want to do walking or standing or whatever that is, you need to relearn from the beginning. There's no other way.
He started doing more walking meditation.
Okay, that's great. Very nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he told me.
Good. Very nice. Appreciate it. So you have to do in all 4 postures. It's there in the sutta, just do that. That's it. But sitting is the starting point. That's true. And closing eyes is the starting point. Then don't close eyes at all. Then you don't go to sleep. But right now, while we are not at reached that stage, close your eyes and stop doing it once you reach there. Just stop that. Come here. Okay, so should we end for the day or for the afternoon? Thank you everyone, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye bye.